And we're back. Welcome to me and my ladle watching Love in the Big City, episode 8, the finale. Yeah, I've binged the whole show in one day. I started early in the morning. It is now almost bedtime. This show has been something else. It has been a journey. I've teared up a lot. I've laughed. I've felt all sorts of emotions. It has been a wild ride, and I really don't want it to come to an end, honestly. I've never been the type of person who doesn't watch the last episode of a show just because you don't want it to end, right? But really this show is one where I could do that. If I didn't know that I was just gonna get spoiled on the ending the moment I go on Twitter. Yeah, I have so many thoughts that it's hard to organize them right now, so instead of trying to do that, let me just watch the last episode and then try to make some coherent sentences about all of my feelings. Without further ado, let's watch Love in the Big City, episode 8, the finale. Oh wait, he did go to Bangkok? Because that is very clearly, yeah, Thailand. He did go. I'm very surprised. I guess maybe he wants to overwrite the memories he has with Kyuho.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh no, we're getting a flashback. Oh.
와, 허니문이라고 쓰니까 샴페인을 주는구나. 살까? 야, 시끄러.
아, 좀 이불 위에만 누워 있을게. 너들로 잠시만 같이 누워있자.
He's so cute.
미쳤다, 개좋네.
어?
Are the curtains broken?
왜?
아이, 이상해. 고장난 것 같아.
그냥 자자.
아, 이런데 어떻게 자? 규호야, 여기 굉장한 거 있다.
응? 뭐?
크리스탈 사진.
What? Sure, I guess.
We have upgraded your room.
Oh wow, an even better room.
We offer Spark Suite Kingdom.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Have a pleasant stay. ขอบคุณค่ะ
God. It's weird hearing Thai in a Korean show. My two worlds are mixing.
아까 그 사람 뭐래?
아, 미안하다고 파크 스위트 킹룸을 업그레이드 줬대.
무슨 게임 끝판왕 이름 같네.
그러게.
초콜릿.
야, 이거 돈 내야 돼.
진짜?
뻥인데.
리뷰.
That no, oh no. That looks like the Hotel Lincoln Porsche.
여기서는 안 보여 크리스탈 자지.
I'm pretty sure it's not. Oh, maybe it is. Because I think that's the main hotel everyone films in. Oh god, please tell me it's not. This room doesn't look familiar, so I don't think it is. Oh, this is the... Oh, it's the same room. Yeah, it's the same room. It's that balcony that looks like... I feel like I know the exact scene that it's from. But maybe that's just like how all hotel balconies look in Thailand. Yeah, this room I've also definitely... Not seen. BBA? He writes it with an E at the end. There's no chance he meets Kyuho here, right? What? Uh-huh. Yep. Oh, this is a flashback. It's a flashback. I thought we were seeing Kyuho through the...
Prescription?
아 그만 웃으라고 진짜.
아 미안. 알겠어. 진짜 안 웃을게.
Oh, he's wearing blue contacts.
아 웃지 말라고.
Why not just wear your glasses?
너
With the amount of flashbacks we're getting in this episode, I feel like they're not gonna get back together at the end. And that's making me sad.
글쎄, 카일리는 소리 없이 언제나 내 삶을 차지하고 있었다. (9년) 전에 내가 이런 것들을 알고 있었다면 무엇이 달라졌을까? 지금과 많이 다른 인생을 살고 있을까? 그 인생은 어떤 형태일까?
What is this place?
더 나쁠까? 아니면 지금과 별다를 바 없을까?
How was your day?
Well, I saw giant eyes and sang danced. Click, click, bling, click, click, bling, bling.
I'm not used to that
Quite an eventful day.
English.
And how's yours?
Boring, probably.
Had a dull one, as usual. But tonight will be a very special one.
Thanks to me?
Nope. Tonight, here in Bangkok, we are going to see the world's most beautiful fireworks.
Everything.
Sure. Is that how that works? You just go everything and they go, yeah, that sounds normal.
Just drink it.
Wait. Don't tell me. I don't let them not know.ขอบคุณค่ะ. I always wanted to try ordering everything. Well, it's great.
Money is
I didn't
great.
realize money could bring so much joy.
You didn't? Well then, I guess you're not as smart as I thought you were.
It's weird, the English. It's not because of like the accents or anything. I'm just like not used to. I'm just not used to hearing it. Oh, that was funny.
That's okay. The taste wasn't ever important.
왜 비와? 공기라며.
늦은 오기야.
그게 건기인 거 아니야?
늦은 오기도 오기인 건가 봐.
그래서 비행기 값이 쌌구나.
야 그만 뛰어. 어차피 다 젖었어. 아 천천히 가자고. 뭐해?
뭐하긴 힘드니까 누워있지.
아 그러니까 왜 길바닥에 누워있냐고.
나 어렸을 때 서귀포 살 때 자주 이랬어.
차도에 누워있었다고?
바닷가 옆 도로에서 하루 종일 누워있었어.
This is different from the
안 좋은 게 용하다.
scene we saw before, isn't it?
그냥 이러고 있는 게 좋아서. 시원하고 편하고. 눈을 뜨면 하늘이 바로 보이는 게 하늘을 덮고 있는 것 같기도 하고.
씻으니? 아 빨리 일어나. 아 일어나.
너도 여기 누워.
영아, 나 지금 너무 좋아.
팬티까지 다 젖었는데 좋긴 뭐가 좋아.
그냥 너랑 내가 여기서 이러고 있다는 거, 그게 좋아.
Okay. I'm not sure what to make of that. Just the fact that it was like the same scene but different.
あるい闇が訪れました。文字通りの闇です。目の前が真っ暗になって病院に訪ねましたが原因はわからないと言われました。それから半月ぐらいはホテルにこもり続けました。
What?
そしてシーリングはただギリギリにぶら下がっているもの。
Should have we heard 4 languages in the show so far? I mean, Thai only a little bit, but I mean that was Japanese, so. What is happening? Why did everything become like sad all of a sudden? I wish those were translated.
저기 있어. 그냥 천마저 내고 시작하자. 1,000.
이딴 방을 1,000바트나 받는다고. 싫어요?
I don't know how much 1,000 baht is, but I'm guessing maybe $100,
추억이야.
which is crazy.
아, 진짜?
선물.
놈놈의 새끼. 딴걸왜 훔쳐와?
아니 그 후진방에 1,000바트라니 괘씸하잖아.
나가 우리 와 빨리 허니문 기념.
왜? 너 갈수록 이상해지는 것 같아.
나한테 옮은 거거든.
그런가?
아무튼 선물이니까 잘 챙겨둬.
너 들고 다니기 걸리적거려서 주는 거 맞지?
Dog. That's where he got the shirt from. Oh, that's...
근데 우리 돌아가서 또 싸우면 어떡해?
뭐라고?
우리 또 싸우면 어떡하냐고.
화해하면 돼.
또 싸우면
화해해.
또 싸우면
화해해.
또 싸우면
화해하면 된다고.
또 싸우면
화해하자니까.
또 싸우면
화해해.
또 싸우면
화해할 거야.
불꽃놀이를 했는지 안 했는지 알 수 없었다. 깜빡 잠든 사이에 모든 게 지나가 버린 듯했다. 언제부터인가 모든 게 희미해져 버렸다.
I feel like this episode is about to end soon, and we're still in Bangkok, and we still have not had them reunite. I'm getting very worried. Are we moving out?
와, 나 이런 데서 어떻게 살았지?
평소에 좀 낯이 그랬어.
Yeah.
잠시만.
나밖에 없지.
우주밖에 없지.
말을 잘한다. 나 뭐 사줄 거야?
아이스크림?
뭐라고? 앉으시.
Please have him somehow meet Kyuha.
자, 가보자고.
I fear it's gonna end here. I'm so scared. Please don't cut to black. Okay.
다 버리고 와서 옮길 것도 없네.
그러게. 어머님 집에서는 이거 하나?
영 나랑 취향이 안 맞아서 가져올 게 하나도 없더라.
이제 하나씩 새로 사는 재미로 살아.
그래, 그래야겠다. 애들아 언제 온대?
둘 다 오고 있대?
Maybe the others are bringing Kyuho with them. Huh? I still have some hope. Until the credits roll. And even then, maybe there's an after credit scene. I still have some hope.
어머니 잠든 김에.
I hope the others didn't bring Kyuho.
가이다.
기가 막힌구만.
존나 예쁘다 진짜.
아 그러니까 이런 거 애인이랑 봐야 되는 거 아니냐?
라면을 먹어도 쓸 데가 없고.
골목거리 냈다 솔로다.
They are?
괜찮네.
They broke up?
아 괜찮아 왜 그래? 아 고기 먹어 고기 먹어. 맛있다. 야 근데 10년 동안 이런 적 처음이지 않냐? 나한텐 니들밖에 없는 거 알지?
Jesus, that's that random one line just in my right ear.
남자랑 연락하고 있으면 손모가지다. 어디 있어? 전현 있어. 너 있어.
이거 봐라.
이번엔 누구야?
아니야.
인연 봐라.
굉장히 수상한데? 아니야. 진짜 아니야.
왜 그러는 거야?
아니야. 진짜 아니야. 진짜. 야, 불꽃놀이다!
지난 연애들을 소설로 다시 쓰며 온전한 사랑으로 남겨두었다. 하지만 현실의 나의 연애는 모두 실패로 끝나버렸다. 실패한 사랑을 쓰는 과정을 통해 우리가 서로를 떠난 이유를 이해하고 싶었지만 소설을 쓰며 유일하게 알게 된 건 여전히 내가 사랑에 대해 잘 모른다는 사실뿐이었다.
너 일로 와.
가자.
하지 말라고.
I'm gonna cry. It's gonna end and I'm gonna cry.
손등에 소원을 적으면 붙여서 날려드립니다. 종거에서 새해 첫날 풍등에 소원을 적어 날리는 풍습이 있어요.
What? He did not write Porsche. That is not what he wrote. What did they write?
가볼까?
천천히.
조심해.
둘,
셋. 와, 저기 간다. 우리 거. 와. 와. 미쳤어. 와. 너무 예쁘다.
자.
Was that theirs? Oh my god.
아, 어떡해. 우리 거 산다.
운전에 구멍 나버렸나 봐요.
어떡해.
괜찮아.
나는 풍등에 쓸 문장을 여러 번 고쳤었다. 그런데 뭔가 내 진짜 소원이 아닌 것 같아 지워버렸는데 아마도 그러는 사이 구멍이 나버린 것이겠지. 결국 내가 풍등에 남긴 소원 두 글자는 사랑. 그게 내 유일한 소원이었다.
No, don't. Is there an after credits scene? Maybe, right? There's a small chance. There's no after credits scene. Shh. Love in the Big City is my new favorite show. We got a bittersweet ending, I would say. I thought it would have been a hopeful one if we had gotten just like the like maybe one glimpse of them seeing each other again, or like one text message popping up or something. That would have been a hopeful one in my book, and this one was bittersweet because, you know, the point was, you know, what he just said at the end, that he still doesn't know everything about love and, you know, all of that. I'm sorry, I'm really kind of broken right now, and so I can't form my thoughts properly. I cannot believe that it's over. I'm incredibly glad that I watched it. I mean, there was no universe in which I wouldn't have watched it. I'm glad that I didn't get anything spoiled to me. Yeah, I mean, this show... Truly, I technically don't have a bad thing to say about it. Yeah, I mean, I guess the only thing that I would change if I was the storyteller, but that would change the meaning of the story, would be to give it like a hopeful ending, right? That would make it like a billion out of 10 for me. But that's just because I'm such a sucker for a romance and a happy ending. But that's just the point of the show, is to show real life, and real life isn't like that. So it makes sense why it ended the way it did. Why everything ended the way it did. It makes sense, that's real life. Yeah, well, I have a lot of thoughts, especially I also have some thoughts because I just, before this, I watched It's I Told Sunset About You, and I had a very interesting experience with that as well, where I had also like super high expectations. I had nothing spoiled to me, and I came out of it feeling really conflicted about how I felt. Because I felt that I knew that it was objectively a great show. But subjectively, like just to me personally, there were a lot of things that sort of irked me a little bit. And you know, things that I didn't love, but then I felt bad about not loving them because I know exactly what you're supposed to feel and think when you watch that show. And you know, all the time I didn't connect fully with that, even though the show was gorgeous and the music is out of this world, you know. And also I watched the documentary of it, so I know all the behind the scenes processes and all that. So you know, the show itself has a lot of meaning to me still, but it's in such a different way, but in sort of a similar way as Love in the Big City, which was also a show I had very high expectations for. I knew almost nothing about. You know, I mean, the stories are very different. It says they're both definitely trying to depict real life, but It's feels like a nostalgic dream, right? You know, with all the vibes, the coloring, again, the music, everything. While it feels true to life, it's sort of, it feels like a dream. It feels like something, or like a memory. It feels like you're reliving something, right? Whereas Love in the Big City really feels like the true grittiness of life in the present, right? And I think there's also a thing with age there, where you know, It's portraying younger teenagers, or like not, or like it's portraying, I guess, young adults, or like, you know, teenagers, like high schoolers, whereas Love in the Big City is portraying definitely adults, you know, more mature, older, having lived more life, having had those first experiences, like in It's and moved on from that, and having had those experiences over and over again, and each time it being slightly different. And I can't really tell why I connect with Love in the Big City more, considering I am the age of the characters in I Told Sunset About You. Everything about the show seems like it would definitely make it like a better show for me. Not to like only compare, it's just because these are the two shows that I have watched very recently together. That's why I'm making these connections in my brain right now. Yeah, it's interesting that I feel like I sort of connected with Love in the Big City more when I have not had any of those experiences that those characters have had. Any. You know, not even just talking about the love stories, talking about the friendships, the daily life, the school, the work, the, you know, I mean, the dealing with death and things like that. Yeah, there were some things. I'm not gonna say that there wasn't nothing I'm not gonna say that there wasn't anything portrayed in the show that I haven't personally gone through. There was. But you know, the large majority of things, right, I haven't experienced. And that's also true for It's I have not experienced those things that the kids in It's did, and maybe that's why, because the characters in It's are my age, and it's watching it feels like I should be connecting more. It feels like I should be going like, oh, I've felt like that, or I have those kinds of friends, all of these, and some things, yes, I did relate to. If you saw my video, you saw how I burst into tears at certain scenes, you know, I did relate to some things. But with Love in the Big City, all of that feels like a distant future to me, because I'm so young. You know, it feels like I don't need to think that like, oh, I should have experienced these things, because clearly I shouldn't have. I'm this young. I can't have lived the life that those, you know, college graduate age characters have. maybe that's part of why I love it more. And maybe it's also just recency bias, I watched it right now, I have all of these emotions stirring inside me right now. I haven't, read anyone else's thoughts on it yet. Whereas with Itsai, the reason I had high expectations was just because I had heard so many people who had watched it before say that it was amazing. Whereas with Love in the Big City, nobody had watched it yet. Some people had read the book, things like that. But my high expectations came just from, like the blurb and the amount of people that liked the posts about the show and just said that this is like a show to watch. So, yeah. But about Love in the Big City as a show itself, another interesting thing I feel is that I don't have an immediate favorite episode, which is kind of rare. I mean, for me, usually when I watch a show, then after I finish it, I can immediately say my favorite and maybe even my least favorite episode. But my favorite definitely, for Itsai, episode 4, without a doubt. Episode 4 was the best episode. Episode 5 was maybe my least favorite. Maybe it's just the way I experienced it for the first time. It was a very badly timed recording and things like that. But I watched episode 4, left an immediate huge impact on me. But with Love in the Big City, I can't pick a favorite or a least favorite episode. All of them have such distinct stories. I mean, each episode kind of feels like a movie of its own. Each 2-block episodes definitely feel like their own, stories, and they're meant to be. That's how the story is structured. And that's such a unique concept that I feel like I've never seen in a show before. Like literal chapters, like in a book, just in show form. And all of them were so intriguing in their own different ways. They all dealt with slightly different things. I mean, I feel like the Gyuho story was my favorite, and I think it's meant to be, obviously, with the first 2 love interests whose names I don't even fully recall right now. You're not meant to root for them fully, right? You're meant to, maybe at first, right? Because you're meant to feel what Goyang is feeling in those moments. You're meant to, like it at first and then feel it fizzle out to her gone with a bang like the second guy. Oh, I mean, the first guy went out with a bang too. I'm so sorry. Namkyo was his name? Yeah. That's still insane that happened. But the Gyuho story was basically, it was definitely dragged over 4 episodes instead of just 2. It was half the show, whether he was there in the present or just through flashbacks and Goyang's thoughts. You're meant to like the storyline the most because that's what left the biggest impact on Goyang as well. It's understandable why I loved it. But but I can't pick a specific episode out of those 4, even if I were to just say that the Gyuho storyline was my favorite. I can't pick an episode. Definitely the best KBL that I've seen. And yes, I am actually, I thought about it a little bit. I am actually fine with calling it a BL because BL doesn't mean bad. BL can mean amazing and great, like Love in the Big City. It can be more than a BL, but it can also be a BL, like it's an umbrella, right? So it's definitely the best KBL that I've seen, and that's saying a lot because I've seen, Semantic Error, The Eighth Sense, Love for Love's Sake, right? The golden trio, and now it's Love in the Big City over them. It's, for me, I think currently where I stand right now, and this might change, always, but currently I feel like it's the best BL that I have seen. Maybe because it encompasses so much, right? Maybe I haven't seen, and I'm sure that there do exist shows that deal with topics, like many different topics like this one, but I just haven't seen them, right? I haven't seen that many BLs in general. I'm still kind of a newbie. But yeah, I think it's the best BL I've seen. Maybe the best show I've ever seen. We'll see about that. I mean, that's a very broad thing. But currently for my ranking, I have a ranking system that's like an both an objective rating and a subjective rating for each show, right? I think you can tell what that means. You know, objective, when I look at it in a big picture, how good is the show? And then subjective, I take into account like my little pet peeves, and then like my little like things that I really love in shows that just like, you know, maybe aren't objectively great. Maybe most people don't love those things, but I do, and that elevates the show for me. And you know, this is not going to be a very interesting rating for this system, because I feel like Love in the Big City is an objective 10 out of 10, and it's a subjective 10 out of 10. I do. As of right now, it's gonna be a 10 out of 10. After I finish this, I'm gonna go rate the show a 10 on every site that I can find. I'm gonna give it so much love. I hope the show becomes massive. I hope that the cast and crew receive enormous amounts of love and support, because they're all so passionate about this project. They have been, and you know, they've pushed through all the obstacles, even in the recent days, right? So they deserve all the love that we can give them, and I'm definitely gonna do that. Now I need to go and recover from this show and go to sleep pretty soon, because wow, that drained me in the best way possible. I don't know if I'll ever watch a show like that again. I'm so glad that I have this recorded of my first experience. I'm also definitely gonna watch like every single other reaction video that I find of this show, just to see other people and hear other people's thoughts on the show. I'm interested to see if there's maybe anyone out there is gonna watch the show and not love it. I'd be very interested to see that. But okay, I think I've yapped for long enough about this. This was me and my ladle watching Love in the Big City, all 8 episodes, and my current ranking for this show is a 10 out of 10. See you in whatever I decide to watch next. Bye.